I'm so excited to talk to you today because what I am about to share is something that can completely change how you feel when speaking English in public. I believe it can change your life, especially if you're a young learner just like Liza. Liza was a bright, curious, and determined young lady who always dreamed of speaking English fluently and confidently. But every time she tried, her heart would race, her palms would sweat, and her voice would tremble. Sometimes the words just got stuck in her mouth, leaving her feeling frustrated and embarrassed. She even wanted to give up. Yet, deep inside, she knew she wanted to communicate with people from different countries. Understand exciting stories, make new friends, and maybe even inspire others one day. So she decided to take small, careful steps every single day. She started by listening to simple English stories on her phone. She paid close attention to every word, then paused the story to repeat exactly what she had heard. She practiced sentences like, "Hello, my name is Liza. I am happy to meet you, and I like reading stories every day, and can you help me, please?" At first, her pronunciation wasn't perfect. Some words were hard, and sometimes she forgot the order of the sentences. But she reminded herself that learning is a journey, not a race, and that mistakes are natural. She patiently repeated each word, listened carefully to the sounds, and tried different ways to pronounce tricky words like beautiful and friendship. She even wrote new words in a small notebook, drawing little pictures next to them to remember their meaning. This made her practice more fun and memorable. Every evening, she would choose one sentence she liked most, such as "I love to tell stories" or "Every day is a new adventure." She'd practice saying it slowly, clearly, and with expression, imagining she was speaking to a friendly audience. Sometimes she spoke to her reflection in the mirror, smiling at herself and moving her hands to express the words. She even pretended she was performing on a stage. With each repetition, her voice became stronger and her confidence grew a little higher. She felt proud of the effort she was putting in. After a few weeks, she moved on to reading simple English storybooks aloud. She chose stories with colorful pictures and short sentences. She read each page carefully, pausing to repeat interesting words like adventure, mysterious, excited, and brave. After reading each sentence, she would try to retell it in her own words, saying things like, "The little cat is very brave. He climbs the tree to see the birds." This helped her practice both vocabulary and sentence structure. She not only remembered the words, but also understood how to use them. Sometimes she would invent her own little stories using the new words. For example, once upon a time, there was a small bird who wanted to fly high in the sky. She found that pretending to tell stories to an audience, even if it was just her stuffed animals, made practice enjoyable and less stressful. Gradually, she noticed her pronunciation was improving. Her voice was more confident, and she could speak longer sentences without stopping. To make her practice even more effective, Liza started recording herself on her phone. She would listen to the recordings, identify words that were difficult, and notice where her sentences were too fast or too slow. Then she'd practice them again, repeating sentences like, "I am learning English every day, and I want to speak English confidently." She corrected herself gently each time and celebrated the sentences. She said, well, she'd clap her hands, smile, and even dance a little. This made learning exciting and positive. After mastering this at home, Liza began sharing her stories with her younger sister. She'd ask questions like, "Can you say this word with me?" Or, "What do you think happens next in the story?" Together, they practiced dialogues. Liza would say, "Hello, how are you today?" And her sister would reply, "I am good, thank you." And you? Liza would say, "I am very happy to see you." Through these small conversations, Liza gained her first taste of real interaction in English, learning how to listen, respond, and speak naturally. Then she involved her mother. She read stories aloud and asked her mother to correct her pronunciation. Her mother would smile and encourage her, saying, "You are doing great, Liza. Keep going, or your English is improving every day." This filled her with confidence and made her feel she could speak in front of others. When she was ready, she joined a small English club at school. On her first day, as she walked to the front of the classroom, her heart raced. But she remembered all the practice she had done at home. She took a deep breath and began telling a short story she had prepared. She said, "Once upon a time, there was a little fox who loved adventures." As she continued, she added mini dialogues for her classmates. Fox: "Hello, Rabbit. How are you today?" Rabbit: "I am fine, thank you." Fox: "Let's play together." To her amazement, her classmates listened attentively. Some laughed at the funny parts, and some repeated the sentences with her. Her teacher nodded with a warm smile. This made her feel proud, happy, and motivated. After this experience, Liza realized that confidence is built not by magic, but by repeated practice, small steps, and persistence. She continued to record herself daily, practice stories aloud, and repeat dialogues. She even invented new sentences like, "I can do it. I will speak confidently." English is fun. While imagining she was standing on a big stage with hundreds of friendly faces listening to her, she visualized herself smiling, speaking clearly, and enjoying the moment. As she grew braver, she participated in school competitions, telling short stories in front of bigger groups. She learned to speak slowly, make eye contact, and manage nervousness by taking deep breaths. She even started writing her own little English stories and reading them aloud with expression. She encouraged her classmates to do the same, teaching them simple sentences and phrases. This not only improved her English, but also built her leadership skills. Over time, Liza developed a daily routine. Every morning she listened to an English story, paused to repeat sentences aloud, and recorded herself in the afternoon. She read her storybooks aloud. In the evening, she pretended to perform for an audience and visualized her success. Each step strengthened her confidence. She realized that mistakes were not failures, but lessons, and that speaking English could be enjoyable and empowering. With every word spoken, every story told, she became more confident, happy, and expressive. She understood that speaking English confidently wasn't something she achieved overnight, but something she built step by step, story by story. She celebrated her progress, no matter how small. Through this journey, she discovered that learning English is about courage, perseverance, and the joy of sharing your voice. And she knew that any young learner could follow her example. Start small, practice daily, repeat sentences aloud, record yourself, read stories, and share with friends. Gradually, speaking English in public will become natural and even exciting. Confidence is something anyone can build if they believe in themselves and practice consistently. Just like Liza, she transformed from a shy girl into a confident English storyteller who inspired others. The magic of learning English lies in courage, effort, and the joy of sharing your voice with the world. Thanks for watching. If you liked this story, please follow our channel for more. See you next time.